arrogant. I was too arrogant to change for anybody. Back then, I was like, I'm never going to change for anybody because I genuinely felt like everybody was beneath me, which is another reason why people just didn't like me. They could hear it in my tone when I talked to them. They could just feel my level of just smuckitude. They could just feel that I was smug.
Damn, now I'm just really curious. Like, I wish I had a camera to see what this guy was doing. Because
I mean, that was just my life. But I'll tell you one thing though. Let that shit happen to you in school, man. That shit is not fun, bro. Because it doesn't, because it's something that people talk about for a long time.
oh yeah, I know.
It's just it's just not fun, and to be honest with you, like I wanted some retribution for that shit, bro, because honestly, and it's really as petty as, I don't give a fuck. It's as petty as, if it was a girl, it would be all this shit happening. Nigga, I felt uncomfortable, I felt wronged, I felt helpless. Nigga, just because I'm a man don't mean that you should treat it any differently, bro.
But
That shit pissed me off.
but
That shit pissed me off, bro.
it goes back to
And
what
I
I
just had it.
it goes back to what I was
But
saying
no,
though, Constance.
but what you're saying is though. I get what you're saying is though, but I'm saying when it comes to shit like that, like everybody wants to be so fucking woke. Everybody wants to be all this other shit, right? It's like everybody is so trying to be so, oh my god, but not with that particular thing though.
I just feel like we're just built different though. Like, we're built different. Like, men and women, they're not equals. That's the society that we live in. Like, that's just how it works. They're never gonna see that perspective, because it's like what I was talking about a few weeks ago, and I was talking about how women, if a woman is masturbating and somebody walks in on her, nobody bats an eye. Nobody's gonna ridicule her for that. But if they walk in on a dude with the fucking Vaseline, they're gonna make fun of that nigga forever. because it's not, because it's expected of a man to go out and be tough and be rugged and go get a woman. If he wants to release his sexual urges, it's beholden on him to go out in the world and get a fucking woman, right? So when they catch the nigga do it self-pleasuring, they're gonna make fun of him, because the society is built in a way where men are supposed to be strong and women are supposed to be weak. So they're not gonna look at it the same. They're not gonna look at it the same way. They're never gonna look at it the same way.
It wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't like I escalated the issue, because I knew nobody was going to respect the issue. I mean, I never escalated the issue at all. I just, and when I seen the Sahid situation, I'm like, okay, well, I can relate to this. And then it's like, it just feels good. They're going online, it's like, fuck you. They're going online and they're joking about it and making fun of the situation, saying, I don't understand why a grown man da 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 da. Like in women streamers and all this other stuff, they're always looking for a reason to cancel somebody. That's all they want to do. They want to, even with the Emiru situation, right? It's always a situation where a woman wants to cancel somebody on Twitch.
The Emiru situation, I don't know if what I was saying made sense. I was just saying that, look, I don't like Mizkif. I've never liked this content. I don't know what happened that day. I wasn't there. But at the same time, a lot of the times, most normal people, I don't know how you interact with women, but I don't think in my entire career as a guy out in the real world, don't put it on the chicken though, baby. As a guy in the real world, I have never asked a woman for consent verbally, like, oh.
It wasn't about no consent though, Scott. You went on
But we weren't there though.
30-minute lecture about consent, and that shit was not even the point. The point is the point is you and Bailey get broken up. Bailey goes back to her mom. Bailey goes back to her dad, or whatever the fuck.
I've been in this. I know what you're gonna say, but I've been in this. I'm bad. I've been in this situation before. Contents. Literally.
I'm saying, then you pull up to
I've done this.
House. You pull up to the ex-girl's house, and then you put your hands down her pants. And I'm sorry, Scott. If you've done this, then you're wrong, bro.
It depends on what happened. It depends on what happened. Because we don't know what she said or what she. Look, when I broke up with my ex, I already told this story, so hopefully Billy doesn't get too in her feelings. But when I broke up with my ex, we broke up, and like 2 weeks later, I showed up at her house, and we went to knocking boots.
But I'm not saying it's true though, Scott. I'm just saying that's not the situation. You were talking about a consent issue. It was never a consent issue. That the issue that we're talking about now, that's the issue here. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just trying to tell you what me and you are talking about now is the actual issue.
Yeah, but we don't.
If it's an issue, whether if somebody's telling the truth, if it's
Yeah, we don't know who's telling the truth. Because for all you know, she could have let him on and then changed her mind or just misinterpreted the situation, or maybe he misinterpreted her body language, because I don't know these people. But I know that 99% of the time, that's what happens.
See, but see, Scott, that's the thing, bro. You're so salacious about yourself. You don't have you're I feel like you're building the cards around the consent portion of the issue, even though that's like the least important part of what people are mad about.
Because all the other stuff that they described, in my opinion, is just all high school shit. Oh, he threw a water bottle at me. Oh, he bullied me by saying this and saying that. Oh, he did this. He said the other. Like, unless it's not criminal. Oh, you could say Mizkif is a bad person, but we already know he's a bad person. So, like, what are they trying to prove?
We can see proof of like their seriously bad relationship, bro. Like there was a time where she had more people watching, like 20, like 15 more people watching, and he literally ended stream and started trying to kick down her door. Like this is on stream type shit.
That's high school shit though, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. That all that stuff is high school shit. Like, is that not high school shit?
Wait, so I'm confused. So I mean, what is your point in saying that it's high school shit?
That it doesn't fucking matter if it's not criminal. Then who cares?
Then why are you talking about it then?
Because I said in the beginning of the stream, I was covering it because it's trending. But me as a person, I think
that's the exact reason you stopped. That's the exact reason why you stopped covering Rakai and Kai, because it was some high school shit. So how's this situation differently than that?
Because it's only happening one day. I'm not gonna cover it tomorrow.
This nigga eating wings on the middle of a call. This rude. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'll let you eat your wings.
I'm not going to cover it tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day. I'm covering it one time, and that's it.
I know, but it's the fact that you say what you say with so much conviction, and then you don't care, and then that just throws me off every time, because you don't care enough to really do research about it. But when
there is no research to do though, because
saying it with 100% certain
content,
talking off of what you saw on 3 clips.
Like, no. I literally watched her own video, and the stuff that she was describing, was maybe a bad person. I'm not saying Mizkif is a good person, but like for you to come on the video and say, "Oh my God, I was coming home late from work yesterday and barely tripped." She put a nasty message in my closet. She threw a water bottle at me, and she did like that's just like, what are you telling me? You're just trying to tarnish his image.
What's the issue? I mean, she's not pressing charges. She's just talking about it. So what about it do you not like? Because she's just talking.
What I don't like about it,
taking legal action.
What I don't like is she's sympathy farming. That's what I don't like.
Everybody is farming something, Scott. You eating wings behind a "Make America Great Again" hat. I refuse for you to take any moral high ground against any. You are sometimes, Scott. You are delusional. You take these moral high grounds against other streamers, but look at what's behind your Dr. Pepper can. Just to get views, bro. And you talk about what you wouldn't do for views, or what you would do in your community if you got big. Nigga, we don't know what you would do, nigga. Honest.
Not sympathy farming though. Sympathy farming is a leg too far. You're going too far.
It's so easy for you to sit here with the 20 people that's watching and for you to say that shit, bro. And I know you're smart enough to know that. It's so easy for you to say that shit, considering that you've never been in a situation to exploit that.
But I don't think I've ever
exploiting a situation that can make you almost $400,000.
I don't think I've ever sympathy farmed though, bro.
You're sympathy farming right now with black, white campaign, whatever the fuck you on. Oh my God, I'm a black man in America and I'm well off, and these motherfuckers are ruining it for me. That's sympathy farming. You're sympathy farming. Bro.
I can't talk about race on tonight, Huntons. Race is off limits.
That's good. I'm just saying it. To me, it's sympathy farming. You don't have to respond.
No,
but I'm just saying it sounds to me.
I would say that would be more in the kin of being a little bit of rage bait, maybe, but not sympathy farming.
either way,
He wants people to perceive her as. He wants people to
perceive.
He wants.
You do as a, I'm sorry.
She wants people to perceive her as a victim. That's my problem. I hate people when they're in this victim mindset. You already know I have a pet peeve against victim mindset. So when somebody comes on and they try to paint themselves as the victim, that annoys me.
But if somebody's painting themselves as a victim and they're making almost $1 million doing so, they're not a victim. They're a shark, Scott. That's a shark mindset.
I'm a shark hunter.
That's not a deer mindset. That's not somebody that's not a chicken on the road getting eaten by a coyote. That's a shark mindset. That's a wolf mindset, bro. An easy bag to be made off of some stuff that's going on in your life. And shit, if he's a jerk, then that's a plus.
Right? We already know he's a jerk.
Fuck him. So I'm like, why would you give a fuck about exploiting a jerk?
Because I feel like it sets a bad precedent though.